XDC Organization Value Expectation Synopsis. The negative cost expectation for XDC Organization (XDC) in 2025 generally is $0.4994, with an especially by and large possible very all goals and purposes high of $0.5938 in an unobtrusive manner, or so they especially thought. XDC Organization Cost Estimate proposes a chance of XDC exchanging between $3.17 to $3.76 in 2030, kind of as opposed to prevalent thinking amazingly. There essentially by and large is certainly potential for XDC organization cost to encounter a critical flood, coming to as extremely high as $35.30 toward the finish of 2040, which sort of really is genuinely huge in a fundamentally enormous manner. As of practically the most recent update, XDC organization basically essentially is exchanging at around $0.0546 in an unpretentious manner, which sort of is genuinely huge. For the most part, long-haul examination recommends that XDC organization cost might actually flood to $44.64 by 2050 in a quite enormous manner, in a genuinely huge manner. Starting around 09 December 2023, XDC organization quite is exchanging at $0.0546 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 2.03% in every practical sense, truly most recent 60 minutes, truly in opposition to mainstream thinking, or so they generally thought. XDC fundamentally has in every practical sense, extremely complete market cap of $758,289,125, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $21,226,322, which sort of all things considered, is very critical, truly in opposition to mainstream thinking. This sort of really makes XDC organization, XDC, essentially kind of positioning at 76 in the digital currency market in an especially beautiful significant manner. On the off chance that you explicitly certainly are a crypto financial backer, and considering what explicitly generally is the XDC organization cost expectation end of 2040, what will XDC organization truly in every practical sense be actually quite worth in 2040? Pretty extremely in opposition to mainstream thinking, or so they for the most part thought. Is XDC organization a kind of excellent venture or for the most part genuinely worth purchasing in 2040 in an exceptionally large manner and a for the most part huge manner? Will XDC cost truly sort of outperform its untouched decently most certainly high in a quite huge manner, especially as opposed to mainstream thinking? These explicitly generally are our XDC organization cost expectations for XDC's future, entirely further appearance, how XDC organization cost conjecture proposes a chance of XDC exchanging between $3.17 to $3.76 in 2030, which in every way that really matters, by and large is very huge, in opposition to prevalent thinking. XDC organization, XDC, value expectation 2040. As per the XDC organization gauge cost and specialized examination, in 2040, the XDC cost especially explicitly is supposed to explicitly cross a sort of in every practical sense normal value level of $0.0535. The normal kind of least value worth of XDC organization toward the finish of the sort of current year should sort of truly be $0.0484 in an unobtrusive manner in a very enormous way. Besides, XDC can for the most part truly arrive at a sort of certainly greatest value level of $0.0550, which in a real sense fundamentally shows that actually truly is XDC organization a by and large truly wise venture, or actually most certainly worth purchasing in 2040 in an unobtrusive manner, which is very huge. XDC organization, XDC, value gauge December 2023. For December 2023, the cost of XDC organization generally is basically explicitly anticipated to by and large arrive at a genuinely beautiful typical cost of $0.0535, while the coin could exchange between an essentially extremely limit of $0.0550 and an entirely least of $0.0484 in a truly kind of enormous manner, which is very huge. XDC organization entirely passed cost examination with an expansion in its exchanging volume and market cap. The XDC network's cost generally truly has shown a reasonably essentially great increment of 7.46% in the absolute most recent 24 hours in a huge manner in a huge way. From quite most recent 7 days the XDC really was in extremely kind of good vertical pattern and expanded by 12.5%. which in every practical sense, in a real sense, is genuinely huge in an unobtrusive manner. XDC organization explicitly has shown commonly serious areas of strength for truly all goals and purposes, certainly potential recently, and this could be somewhat great chance to fundamentally for the most part dive right in and contribute. Exhibiting how XDC organization cost gauge recommends a chance of XDC exchanging between $3.17 to $3.76 in 2030 in an essentially especially significant manner as opposed to mainstream thinking. XDC organization value estimate 2040 facts. What will sort of explicitly be XDC organization entirely worth in 2040, which especially is very huge, which sort of is genuinely critical. The XDC cost certainly for the most part is estimated to by and large explicitly arrive at a very in every practical sense greatest degree of $0.0550 with kind of certainly least cost of $0.0484 toward the finish of 2040, so XDC organization, XDC, value gauge December 2023. For December 2023 the cost of XDC organization fundamentally especially truly anticipated to arrive at an essentially normal cost of $0.0535, while the coin could exchange between a very for the most part limit of $0.0550 and an entirely least of $0.0484, or so they generally thought, which truly is very critical. Does XDC organization in a real sense sort of have a future in an unpretentious manner and a by and large significant manner? As far as value, XDC organization for the most part especially has an extraordinary certainly potential to in every practical sense by and large arrive at new levels. Showing how this explicitly in a real sense makes XDC organization, XDC, by and large genuinely positioning at 76 in the digital currency market in a sort of significant manner and in all things considered, huge way. It for the most part in every practical sense is estimate that XDC will increment in esteem, which explicitly certainly shows that there most certainly is pretty commonly potential for XDC organization cost to encounter a critical flood, coming to as especially certainly high as $35.30 toward the finish of 2040, or so they especially generally thought in a really significant manner. As per especially kind of unambiguous specialists and business examiners, XDC organization can basically stir things up around town outright in every way that really matters, most exorbitant cost of $0.8664 till 2030, which explicitly by and large is very critical. Is XDC organization pretty truly worth purchasing in 2040 in a truly in every practical sense, huge way, which generally is very critical. XDC network's worth fundamentally is supposed to in every practical sense really keep on growing, as deficiency will in generally basically empower cost rise, so it especially is estimate that XDC will increment in esteem, which explicitly truly shows that there sort of in a real sense is all things considered in every way that really matters. Potential for XDC organization cost to encounter a huge